Hello, everybody, and welcome to Broken Sword. I know nothing about this game, but V really likes it. Also, apparently Tyler really likes it. One sec, I need to fix something real quick, actually. Now explain why in a second. Okay, so when I synced based on the visual of this going up and down. But if you'll notice, the sound that plays when I hit up or down is immediate when I hit up or down, but there's a delay. Where it actually moves. So hopefully I'm more in sync with the game now. I'm not behind. Anyway, hello everybody and welcome. I already said that. I don't know who you people are. Goodbye, Kelly. Goodbye, Curtis. Goodbye, Dan. Be gone. So yeah, this is a point-and-click game on the Game Boy Advance. Well, it's originally not on the Game Boy Advance. But now this version is. It's a PC game. So let's see how that goes. I don't think this affects the game. I think our character has a set name, so we're not going to do a silly name. Let's go. Paris in the fall. The city holds many memories for me. Of cafes, of music, of love, and of death. Broken Schwartz, the shadow of the Templars. Damn, babe. What's up? You looking fine. Who's that mustachioed man over there? Are we blonde boy? What the fuck? I don't like that. Go away. What? Why? Why is everyone going into this bistro? Oh. I see. An illegal exchange of sorts? It's okay, that was a bomb. But we're okay, so that's good. Life went on around me, but the explosion was to change my life forever. Okay. So, hello. I examined the jagged glass remaining in the window. It was broken, all right. I have no idea. I considered straightening the table, but I figured I'd best not disturb the evidence. You know what they say when you fight a circus? I don't know what they say. Hey, come on. Oh, there you go. The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. That was the only news story. The rest was rumor, gossip, and sensationalism. Always go for the juggler. It's good. It's good. Then I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read, Salah Din, 1345. The sight of the dead guy's staring eyes turned my knees to jelly. I tried not to beat a stare, and I searched the dead man's pockets. Let's just go through his shit. No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page. I assume this is all narrated by the main character in the PC version, but you don't get that here. You get me. That's how these games go. You gotta go through the dead people's pockets. I felt in need of a stiff drink, but I hated the taste of brandy. I don't think I've ever had brandy. Really? Interesting. This, in some ways, this might be a fresh experience for you, V. Oh, my head. Never again. She's French, but I can't speak French, so we're giving her a southern accent. How much vodka did I drink? No, don't tell me. What's your name? Cherry? Yeah, she's just gonna say Cherry. George Stobart, ma'am. Is that how you pronounce that? Oh, American? She asked the question quite innocently, but I could sense her reserve. It was something which seemed to afflict all Europeans. Nice. You look like you could use a little help. I think I could use a little drink. I feel sick, dizzy, and bruised, and I don't even remember the party. Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out. You don't say. What happened? There's been an explosion. You should try not to move. I'm trying to read this like a in the stilted way that a point and click protagonist would. Are you a doctor? Are we a doctor? No. No, but I used to play hospital when I was a kid. Can you remember anything at all? None. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy. Okay. I figured we weren't a doctor. Okay, we'll pour your brandy. Is that straight or with ice? Just give me the bottle with a teat on it. I guess a little drop won't hurt. Also, the text is like blown up to fucking crazy on my screen, so reading is hard because like a 2-letter word is like almost as wide as my 4 fingers, so it's like fucking stretched to hell. So like, I don't know, it's hard to read. So if you see me just like stop mid-sentence a bunch, that's why. Ah, that's better. She knocked back the brandy as if it was water. I was glad I wasn't picking up the check. Oh, you. Silly. We're drinking brandy in a Game Boy Advance game. That's kind of wacky. I don't think I've done that before. What about the old man? Is he dead? Yep. Yes, he is. Ah, mon Dieu. I've never seen a real life corpse before, except for Grande Maman. That was different. She was family. Has he gone stiff? I shouldn't think so. He's only been dead a few minutes. Oh, these are my questions. Can I just do them all? I'm gonna do them all. Did you know the old man? No, monsieur. I never saw him before. Do you remember what happened when the clown entered? I remember that horrible tune he played all right. It was like a funeral dirge. I never liked accordion music either. What's wrong with accordion music? Did this newspaper belong to the old gentleman? I don't know. Someone has scribbled a note on it. It reads, Salah ed-Din, 1345. Didn't I have 2 wins last time? Does that mean anything to you?
No, monsieur. Nothing.
Oh, I can ask more. How did the old man behave?
Well, agitated. He kept looking about him, at the door, at his watch.
As if he was waiting for someone.
Yes, I suppose so. He was worried about something, that's for sure. You ask me, he was having an affair. He had that look about him, like a guilty husband.
Okay, now that I know for sure this has voice acting, we're gonna add the voice acting tag real quick. Hello, Gretchen. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. The clown was super suspicious, almost as if he was up to some funny business of a sort. I hope the clown is the first major antagonist. I mean, I guess they are, because they blew up the diner thing. Did the clown speak to the old man?
No, he just laughed at him. Then he grabbed the old guy's briefcase and ran out the door.
Did the old man try to stop the clown?
Oh, he didn't have a chance. Clown dropped his accordion and ran out the door. That's it. That's all I can remember.
Did you see what the old man had in his briefcase?
No, he didn't open it.
What did the old man do when the clown snatched his briefcase?
Nothing. He just sat there like he was frozen.
Stay here, Cell. I'm going to look around for evidence. Other puns or fun, unfun facts. Give us an unfun fact about clowns if you have one. Or just circuses in general. Any more clues? Should I reinvestigate him? Damn. Well, that was Broken Sword, everybody. Thanks for coming out. I feel like this border I have, just by coincidence, is actually fairly fitting. I don't know if it's just me. I feel like it fits the theme. By theme, I mean the fact that this takes place in the past, I guess. Okay, oh, I was gonna talk to that dude. Oh, there you are. Oh. Moe. You don't look very Moe to me.
Freeze! Hold it right there.
Whoa, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
Oh shit, that was good. That was good. I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Moe. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave. Am I under arrest? None. I would simply like to ask you some questions. In avant, to the cafe, marche. In olden times circus, big top tents used to be covered in a type of oil in order to waterproof it. Super not flameproof. Oh boy. Well, that's not good. What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not? Examine the girl and take her statement if you can. Ad maintenant. To business. Your name, please. George Stobart. I'm from California. Of course you are. And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart? Monsieur Stobart. Stobart sounds like... Oh, I feel like a French person would try to pronounce that. But I don't know, because I don't speak French. Is Shumi here? Doesn't she speak French? Tell her to come here and tell me. Drag her here if you have to. I don't care. Go, my minion. Go, my pretties. Wonder if George is a water stealer? Probably. She's streaming? Fuck. Tell her to stop streaming and get over here. Drop a message in chat and tell her I said hi. Travel. I'm touring Europe. You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, non? Yeah, I guess so. Apart from the bomb blasts. Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion? What was your favorite character? Really interesting. I look forward to him then. Oh, I just noticed is he an old man? Because he's kind of got like a little gray hair and like a mustache. It's really hard to tell that stuff in like the pixel work. It's probably actually easier to tell when I'm playing on a Game Boy because the graphics are kind of made to like be viewed small, so a lot of things look clearer small, and they look kind of weird blown up like this. Did I say that already? I'm gonna read it again. Yes, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction. Did you see the deceased enter the cafe? Did we? Yeah, we did. Yes, I did. Was he alone? Yeah. And did he say anything to you? No. He was more interested in the waitress. Does lying result in a death, or does it just put you on a different path? Or is this one of those games where like you can like go down a path that dead ends, but you don't know until like 15 minutes after you fucked up? I know a lot of older point and click games had that. Did you see anyone else in the cafe? I mean, the clown went in. No, you can't fuck up in the beginning. Okay. The clown. Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion. When you do fuck up in a dialogue, it's near the end. Okay. An accordion? Vaughn, the picture is forming in my mind. And it is not a pretty one. Is the girl alright, Moe? How do you pronounce Moe? Is that actually right? Because I don't know how else. I mean, it just looks like mouse without the S. So it's either Mao or Moe. Like, what was the voice I gave him? She'll live. I don't know. It's Moo. Interesting. I'm gonna assume that's just accurate, and we're gonna call him Moo. GBA Broken Sword. I know, right? It doesn't bring back any memories. I've never played this, but it is cool to play this on the GBA version. She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion and no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise. Very well. Bien. I have heard enough. What do you mean? I'm satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation. What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice? What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters. And don't cross the road until the little man shows green. Great advice. I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. In French, you can just ignore the ends of most words entirely. Nice. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card. Thanks. That is all. You may go. There's not much to go on, monsieur. On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened. Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic. Academic? You are about to witness a scientific breakthrough. The practical application of years of study. I'd feel more comfortable if you had suggested we rough her up a bit. Yeah, get her, Moo. Get her. Just punch the shit out of her. Who are you? Excuse me, Momselle. Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American, by the sound of it.
Yeah, that's right. On holiday in Paris. Some holiday, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out in front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with a hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. What about me? Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
What is that? Some kind of nightclub? Are you a stripper? I respect sex workers.
No, it's a newspaper.
You're a reporter.
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. George, no. This is not the time to get your 15 minutes of fame. You know, an eyewitness account. Minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed as a clown.
Oh god, it's him again.
Oh my god, she has a lot of... Who the fuck is that? Okay, we'll start at 1. Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Damn, alright. Who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Plantard. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Not unless you have Russo's gift for psychic interrogation. How did Plantard get your name?
Through the newspaper, La Liberté. I had written an article linking 2 unsolved murders, one in Italy, the other in Japan. Cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costumed killer. Lantern said he could supply me with more information.
Why won't you tell me about this clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number. You help me with my story, and I'll let you in on what I know. Let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal. So when are we gonna fuck? Psychic detective.
I have to go develop these pictures. Bien
What the fuck is that thing?
tote,
Is that an O with a thing over it?
monsieur. Bien Todd.
Fine, I'll see you soon. Damn, bitch got a fat ass. What's up?
Ah, Monsieur Stabber. N'est-ce pas?
That's correct. You remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought. Through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yeah, sure. What is Rosso doing with that girl?
He's given her the once-over, as you Americans say.
Huh?
Once he gets his teeth into a case, nothing will shake him off.
Was he serious about all that psycho detective stuff?
Of course, Inspector Rosso is a pioneer and a visionary. His revolutionary methods, once perfected, may change the face of law enforcement forever. I can't see it taking off in L.A.
Wait, George said that, I think. I was too enraptured by Moo. Pronounced written French is a joy. Good. I'm glad. I was one of the last people to see the victim alive, Sergeant.
That were you.
Yes, it does. I feel I kinda owe it to him to find his killer.
That is best left to the authorities, monsieur. Did he speak to you, tell you anything?
No, he just grinned and nodded.
Don't let it trouble you, monsieur. Go home and try to forget.
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantard.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
Hey, the best psychic detective comes from Santa Barbara. Talking about Psych, the show, the hit sitcom Psych. Okay, can we leave this way? What is over here? Nothing. Oh, I can't go this way. Interesting. The cover is too heavy and awkward to lift with my bare hands. Good to know. Ah, cat! What if I do it again? I had had it with sticking my nose into fridge trash cans. Okay. I've seen, like, I think I saw the first season or so of Psych. Hello. Hey, you. Labodge.
Thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know.
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Huh.
He was only doing his duty, I guess. Not all cops are bad. So saith George. Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses. Of course, circus isn't what it used to be. People complain about cruelty to the animals, but that's what we used to go to see. Nowadays, it's all acrobats bouncing about in tights.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by? Some of us have to work for a living.
Damn. It's better as it goes on and actually gets funding to do stuff. Some really cool cameos. Nice. Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already I didn't see a thing. He was where...
Oh. I'm gonna have to actually pay attention to who's talking. He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Listen, I have to find that clown. He's a killer.
Why would I want to help the cops? Hey, cab.
Community spirit. Together we can combat crime and stuff.
How do you know this guy is a killer? Did you see him in action?
Didn't you hear the explosion? The cafe has been blown up.
I wonder what that bang was. Any bodies?
Yeah, an old man was killed.
Murder. I didn't think it was that serious. What about the waitress?
Oh, she's fine.
Thank the saints.
Alright, horny man. Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
We. Silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Quill bit. I could have knocked his block off.
God, I'm so good at French. Did you recognize the old man?
None. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now.
Was he the one who died in the cafe?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant. If only I'd accepted other people for their differences instead of pushing them away for being unlike myself.
We did it, everybody. We solved racism. Good job. Good job. Good job. Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people. Take a look at this.
Aye, you're a cop?
Don't shout about it. I'm working undercover.
Who you looking for?
That's confidential. That didn't do much. Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get, and if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a trip, so I didn't have to stop to eat. Oh.
Oh. Hello. Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Look at this. Damn bleeding hard liberal. Save the dolphins, catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Now that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, non. What's this? Saladin. Running in the Perix del Larc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
Horse, a legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is.
Fumsh. Fimsh. Fimsh. Big fimsh.
Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about your toolbox?
Stop it, help yourself.
Bye. I guess I have to watch him walk all the way off screen. Hello. I had found just what I wanted, a tool for lifting manhole covers. This huge and weighty looking engineer's telephone.
Hello, Nicole Collard.
Hello, it's George.
Oh, hi.
Well, I haven't had a lot of luck.
You found nothing?
No.
Look, I'm very busy right now. Call me if you have any news, okay?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I do, monsieur.
See you. Okay, well, I guess we have to go do things. What is that? B? That does nothing. Cool. He shrugs. The shrug button. Alright, let's go back to the alleyway. And open this manhole cover, because it was an iron cover concealing the entrance to a drain or sewer. Oh, you can like cycle through. What the fuck? Drain pipe looked as if it would bear my weight. It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon. Oh, interesting. Good job. Imagine how modern video games could be improved with just the addition of a shrug button. I agree. I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt as if it was the entrance to a sewer. I mean, I would assume it's a sewer. What's that? As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn. It was the clown's red nose. That was a big nose. The thing was bigger than my foot. Oops. I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy like breakfast leftovers. Took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike. Hello. Hi there.
Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back, and now I've got you.
What are you talking about? There it is, the tissue of legend. The tissue of the Templars. I found it.
You're trespassing. Come out of there immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
Terrorists.
The meanest.
Oh, the meanest, nastiest, dirtiest bunch of guys you ever saw.
Englishmen, without a doubt, the filthy dogs. The day they opened that tunnel was a bad day for France, I tell you. I tell you what, if I still had the full use of my faculties, I'd march right over there and tell them so.
Well, whoever they are, they blew up the cafe.
What? The cafe blown up? Mon Dieu, that's awful.
The guy who... The guy who did it was a calculating, cold-blooded killer. He was disguised as a clown. I followed him into the sewer, and I think he came this way.
Mon Dieu. Then the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Well, yes. It had crossed my mind.
That still doesn't explain what you were doing down in the sewer. For all I know, you were in league with him.
Oh, no. I'm just a tourist.
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? Was a typical criminal type just like you.
Does the man named Plantard mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed at in the cafe.
I'm gonna find the guy responsible.
Oh wait, George. That was George. This guy just seems like the kind of guy who would interject constantly. Hear that most people say a certain thing about eating clown noses. They taste funny. I'll find him, if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
You'll need some sensible boots. You won't get far with those stupid sneakers.
Ouch. I really like my Jordans. How dare you? Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I didn't notice. Now, are you going to leave or do I have to call the police?
What the fuck is that? Do you recognize this material?
I'm not telling you nothing.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
What's this? Inspector Augustine Rosso. What does that say? Hominoid Division?
Homicide. The ink is smudged.
And you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you, and I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you. It's your posture, your poise. Oh yes, there's no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man, and I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
Guy gives George Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora clown shoes. I'd like that. Kingdom Hearts 1, even better. Tell me about the man you apprehended.
Oh, He was a mean one, monsieur.
Did you see his did you see his face?
None, monsieur. Only enough to observe the vicious gleam in his eyes. Like a snake. Grabbed me in an arm lock, his face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron. But he didn't know what he was up against. Oh no. He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, yes, I get the picture. Does this name Plantard mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase
Why, yes, he was, clutching his arms like a baby.
that belonged to his victim?
What do you think it was in it? Drugs, stolen jewels?
I don't know, but the killer thought it was worth more than a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
That is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Now, about the jacket you found, do you have it here? I feel like I'll be alright at this game because I've played Ace Attorney and this feels similar.
Oh, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romany seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a soap. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person. Looks like I'm up against a mastermind.
Oh, looks like I'm up against a mastermind. What was the name on the label?
He was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've seen only once.
74 98 08 and 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
And I'm glad I don't rely on honesty to pay the bills.
I have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Raymond, I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
So our man George really just decided to pretend to be an inspector. Who the fuck is that?
Hello. Cold collared.
Hello, it's George. That's Todrick. Oh. Oh, because we have his number now.
Oh, we.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met the witness who spoke to the clown, and I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jerry.
Okay, I'll come over. I'm gonna call Todrick first.
Hello, who is this?
Hi, my name's George Stobart. Stobart Stob. It's such a weird last name. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobbart. I don't. What can I do for you?
I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No, it's not possible.
Okay, forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Ah, thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick, lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on, I'm listening.
What do you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte? That rhymed, but probably only because I said it like that.
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick, but I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am. You don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if you're saying that to make me think you don't know what I mean, but... Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
Do you know a guy named called Plantard?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantard? How he was killed in cold blood?
I told you I never heard of Plantard.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick. Alright, let's go see your girlfriend. We hate Todrick. Good to know. Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
Oh, no thanks.
I'm very good, and it only takes a minute.
Thanks, all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to. Sounds like Todrick is looking for a one-way ticket to TCL. Yeah. I've changed my mind. Will you tell me my fortune?
You're going on a long journey. My,
My oh my, what a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know?
10 francs, please, my dear.
10 francs. It's a ripoff.
Please yourself.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me, in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see, because of the damp. The landlord said he'd fix it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating.
That reminds me. That vaguely reminds me of a SpongeBob bit, but I can't remember how it actually goes. Yeah, I can't remember it. I feel like there's something about floorboards. Uh. Oh, it's the Squidward episode. He's talking. She asks how to show him around the house, and he starts saying bad things about the house 'cause it's opposite day. I can't remember it though.
It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. You're a young lady. She deserves better.
I'm going to give her something better, all right. I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer. Photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all of her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now, don't you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay, I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur.
Some people associate them with death.
Yikes, thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias.
What do they signify?
Insecurity.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flames of passion.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
They're no use to me. I don't intend on letting her believe for even a moment that I will be a successful lover in bed. Fun fact, each episode of SpongeBob from the early seasons was written with a specific joke or set of gags as a base. The animators would vote on concepts, and whoever got the best reaction would have their stuff chosen. Interesting. That's kind of cool. I want to make an impression, but I don't want to jump down her throat. I only want to jump down her throat, if you understand what I'm saying. See you later.
That's right, monsieur, you will.
Oh no. That's ominous. Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock. So if you don't talk to her, can you not... Will he just, like, fail to open the door? That's very point and click. Hi.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George. Bien. What have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers beneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And
I got his tailor's phone number.
you had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
I took my photographs to the editor, but he wasn't interested. Can you believe it? He told me to drop the story.
But you're not about to do that.
Oh no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings. You know what I think? It's a conspiracy.
The police in Oh, sorry. I don't know why I thought that was George.
The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders.
This does sound like a conspiracy. Is this the shadow of the Templars?
Press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists. That covers just...
That covers just about everyone. Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
First was Arno Belota, a millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off.
Was he killed for his money?
No, he had no living relatives, and his fortune went to the orphanage where he'd grown up. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair.
I don't even know what that means. Was it a mistress?
She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Mata, the controversial Japanese green politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium. He was committed to dismantling Japan's automobile industry.
I can't see him gaining much support with a loony policy like that.
Yamada was a man of vision. He was years ahead of his time.
If you say so. How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown. You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. I'll tell you this, I won't be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared, I am too. But this story could be my only chance of a big break.
Or a premature death. Put on the clown nose, George. Seduce her with it. I found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be gross, George. It says, La Rise du Monde Masque et Costumes. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown cost. Ooh, wait, what? Did he say hired? What did he? I don't know what he said. I found this tissue down the sewer. The tissue of legend.
Ooh-ah, that's disgusting, George.
I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns, or homestucks, with their gray paint that they don't seal and get all over the convention centers. Yeah, you know all about tissues, don't you, V? Is this the game where your tissue, your famous tissue clip comes from?
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
Nice. You hold a clown nose up to your ear, you can faintly hear the sound of disappointment and merriment from a bygone era. I found a piece of material near the cafe. Sorry, I'm not going to have a funny tissue moment. I don't want to steal your thunder. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
Very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here, George. It's an enlargement I made.
I'll show you the enlargement you've made of me. Haha, just kidding.
Look at what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his left cheek.
A scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
Tell me more about yourself. What kind of men do you like? Are they me?
Oh, there's not much to tell.
Well, how did you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Do go on. I love a girl with daddy issues. Do you live with your father?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's alright. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing. Papa always wanted I should study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
I hate potatoes. Okay. Guess we gotta go to the other place now. This just unlocked, so I'm gonna go here. Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please come in, welcome. Leave the mundane world behind and these four walls. Fantasy is king. I don't want a costume. Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible. You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
I don't have a sister, and I'd look silly in a brassiere. A brassiere. Wait, is the printing and potatoes thing because you can make a stamp out of a carved and dried potato? I have no idea. I didn't get that joke at all. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that have been rented out?
Of course, monsieur, but
Well then, I'd like you to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who has rented a clown suit.
impossible. There are too many.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Do you recognize this man?
Oui, monsieur. I sold him some grease paint.
Thing you can do with potatoes. Dry one out and carve it into a stamp. Interesting. Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that. Best Thamers number 7. White pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La creme de la creme of thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Do you... Wait. There's this man.
Oui, he was here this morning. He chose 2 costumes, Bozo the Clown and Seamus the Pixie.
Pixie.
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. Gave me his name as Minshore Khan.
Okay.
Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
Ow, rude.
What are you trying to do? Kill me?
You did not find it amusing? I never saw the funny side of...
Oh, I never saw the funny side of electroconvulsive therapy.
Evian, it is yours to keep, a gift.
Do I need a license?
None, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilets.
Will do. What the fuck is this place? Or does it have Resident Evil music playing? Sergeant Moo?
Monsieur Starboard. N'est-ce pas?
That's correct, you remember me.
The retention of such data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Yeah, sure. Do you know a man named Khan?
He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his left cheek.
Oh, oops. You know.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes, I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume. Is Russo here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. It's Stobbart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Did he say what about?
No, monsieur.
Very well. Look at that strut. Man looks like Homer Simpson. Why is he so yellow? Hi, Inspector, remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobbart.
My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. Okay, I get. Like bibliothèque.
No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need if only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
He was trying to impress me. It worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
At the end, if you've called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed. But I've been taken off the case.
What about the murder, the dead guy?
It is that in my hands.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No, you must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stubert.
Stobart. Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Planter.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot in the treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
George, okay. Credits roll. What was that psycho detective business you did in the cafe?
It is my theory that the passions invoked in violent crimes create ripples in the ether. Invisible to all but the possessor of a highly developed and receptive mind.
I'm impressed. Can you bend spoons too?
I didn't think a man of your obvious intelligence would stoop to mockery.
I'm not mocking. I've had personal experience of the power of the mind. I used to get ignored at parties until I read a book that changed my life.
Really? What was it called?
Hypnotism for Fun and Profit. He looked at me as if I'd farted at a funeral. George is kind of a dick, but it's kind of funny.
The power of mesmerism is a rare gift, not a party trick.
You're not going to try any of that psychic interrogation on me, are you?
Do you find the thought of my probing distasteful?
Let's just say I'd rather you didn't. I've got more doubts than doubting Thomas. When it comes to mysticism.
Too bad. I think you would make an interesting subject under controlled regression.
The day I let anyone mess with my mind hasn't dawned yet. Does this red nose mean anything to you?
I'd imagine it means you have not given up on your pursuit of the clown.
You're absolutely right. Do you recognize the man in this photograph? Hold a chicken down and draw a line straight in front of it. Its head will actually go get a trans. I've seen that before. It's very weird. I feel like it has to be some sort of optical illusion that we can't see because we're not chickens. Or something like that.
None.
It's the face of a killer.
The man who bombed the cafe?
The photograph was taken soon after the explosion. He'd escaped through the sewers, leaving a trail of clues behind him.
Circumstantial evidence, Stobart. None of it proves a thing.
So long, Inspector. I found this red nose in the sewer.
What were you doing down there?
Fishing for clues, that's where the clown went.
You still insist you saw a clown, monsieur?
Of course, and this novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rosso.
You don't want this as evidence, then?
Certainly not, monsieur.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe, the clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
And there's nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
See you later, Sergeant. Yeah, I don't think you can really get somebody put away for looking evil. Not everyone knows that orcas will attack a shark upside down initially and then flip over so the shark is upside down and hold it there so it drowns. I did know that. It's fucked up. Look at him. He's evil. I mean, that's just the Salem witch trials, isn't it? Oh no, the B button. It doesn't shrug. What the fuck? Oh, you can like combine items. Huh. Oh, you can like move them. That's weird. It was a metal rod with a handle. Yeah. Good to know. Oh shit. Uh-huh.
Hello, who is this?
It's George Stobbart again. Stobart. I forget which one was correct. I said it right the first time and then forgot because I said it wrong on purpose and then confused myself.
Oh, it's you again. What now?
Did you know that one of your customers was a part-time clown?
If a guy feels happy with a funny nose and custard down his pants, what's the problem?
All I know about this game is that there's a specific item that doesn't actually do anything, but there's a code for a secret area that was never implemented that might have actually used the item. Interesting. Do you know a guy called Planter?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Planter? Oh wait, we already did this. Man I'm looking for is named Con. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan, yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs, the second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown. What a line. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown. Alright, gang, let's split up and search for clues. Excuse me. Yeah? Do you happen to know a guy called Khan? That ain't nobody I know. Do you recognize the guy in this photograph? Is this a trick question? No, I simply asked if you recognized him. Okay, then no, I don't. Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown? No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Ah, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you? I've seen daytime television that was funnier. I love it when the little guys get hurt. That figures. Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! Plank of the kisser. You ever met a guy called Plantard? No, I ain't. You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the corners. Shake my hand. Nah. All rats. He tried. Excuse me.
Yes.
Have I saved? No, I didn't know I could save. I don't know how to save. I should do that. After I talk to this guy. Don't get to dramatically yell Khan at least once in our lives. What even is the point? That's fair. You know a man by the name of Khan? No, I don't. It's very important I get to see him, and
I told you I don't know him.
you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw him.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Damn. Got him. Have you heard of a guy called... Wait, did I just do that? Will you shake my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it's been?
Fair. Save game. Yes. Okay. Cool. Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought, but never mind.
Hello, Tronon. Yeah, I'm playing this version specifically because I assumed most people had not seen this version. Welcome.
Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stubbart, ma'am.
How sweet. I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors were honest, even less to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
Trying to fuck me? I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens, you're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you Americans use? It's on the tip of my tongue.
I believe what you're thinking of is... she's thinking of dick, alright.
Precisely.
Is that why you like her so much? Because she's horny? Have you come across a man who calls himself Khan?
I am familiar with only one person named Khan. Genghis Khan, legendary Mongol barbarian.
Oh, Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian chieftain.
No, darling, Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of him. Not the first time it made me laugh.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Hempstead. Organizes fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Aoki's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
Goddamn, lady. I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear. Gave me an opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. A wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say, I was disappointed with his concubine. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back for Hemel Hempstead. It was until last night.
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stubbart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
He couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah,
But it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affection. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead. Okay, lady. Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin. Morlin.
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket.
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets.
Oh, it's just pronounced Merlin? Okay.
That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him. That's Merlin.
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no, Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest. He's the man I've been telling you about. That's the man who spurned me.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stubbart, shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
Nice. When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. Came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase.
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. Clerk put it in the hotel safe, and Merlin went out.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously, something of great importance.
Yeah, I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Planter's briefcase. Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
Oh, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would. Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon.
The clown, a guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Are we gonna kill him? Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting train covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to move in. What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven. Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. That is just one of the names by which he is known. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective. Hello again. What's your interest in Khan?
He is an enemy of my people.
You know he's a killer?
Of course, amongst many other things.
Do you recognize this tool? Already, you have astounded me with your advanced Western prong. Fuck. The door was locked. Taylor's description was correct. This was the killer's room. The sign on the door read 22. Door was locked. Fuck. Oh, hello. Excusez-moi, monsieur. What? You were trying to steal that key, non? Non way. I want some information. Who are you, the police? I'm conducting a private investigation. Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into a hotel, they leave their morals at home, no? Do you have a guest by the name of Khan? Non, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register? Man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his left cheek. Raymond? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan. Maybe not, but I'd noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar. I'm looking for a man who dresses as a clown. This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here, if you say so. Do you know a man named Plantard? Non, monsieur. I'd like to retrieve something from your safe. Oh, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification? Like what? A driving license, perhaps? I don't drive. Your passport? I don't have it with me. I could show you my operations scar. I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID. You won't find a more unique ID than my scar. I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification. Rats. About the key hanging on the hook over there. Oui, monsieur. Which room is it for? Number 21. Is that room taken? None. The guest checked out this morning. I'd like to check into room 21. It is not possible. How come? You said it was vacant. It is reserved for another guest. Rats. None, monsieur. Dutch. Hey, shake my hand. I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think? Oh, yeah, sure. Hi, ma'am. Hello, George. What can I do for you now? Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key? Are you asking me to aid in a criminal act, darling? Oh no, it's the key to an empty room. And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat? No, ma'am. Scout's honor. I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am. You should have been. What were your parents thinking of? Fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Sure it is. Sure it is a fine way for a boy to get licked. Can't imagine how many fucking Boy Scout counselor guys have been put away for, you know what. Now tell me, what do you want to get into that? Why do you want to get in that room? It's next to the room the killer is using. Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin? I was hoping there might be a connecting door. Well, How can I refuse? I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick. I feel like I'm giving this lady and basically every character a very different voice than they have in the PC version, but that's part of the fun. I say, you there, flunky. Oui, madame. Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you? But of course, madame. Good. I wish to deposit some jewelry for safekeeping. I understand. Are you quite certain? Bien sûr, madame. Why does he walk like that? Over to you, my dear. Nice. Boy Scouts, and the closest to Licta we ever got was when we ran into some peccaries at night on a hike. Well, that's good. I don't know what a peccary is. Bam. Cool. Massive mahogany wardrobe. No reply. Maybe she's busy developing her photographs. Oh, I thought that would interact with the bed. Cabinet was empty, but it smelled like onion. It smelt of onions. No kidding, it really did. Okay. Wild desert boars, very dangerous. Luckily, they were about a football field's worth away from us. Wasn't coming any closer because there were like 10 people. Well, that's good. I'm gonna leave that open. Just out doing their thing. They're piglets. They might have gotten mad. Fair enough. I love the shrug button. Should I talk to her again? I got the key. Thanks for your help, ma'am. Nope, that's it. Hello again. You help me investigate Khan. That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government. Pussy.
Just a moment, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check, nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, alright.
Search and flap. You bet.
Hey, what is this? Hey, knock it off. Get off me, you big ape.
Nothing Guido zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur. What? I ought to report you to the authorities.
Around here, we are the authorities. You want us to break his arms?
No, let him go, Flap. Alright. That was interesting. Some ominous music. How do I leave?
Get lost, creep.
Oh yeah? And what if I don't? What if I call the cops?
First, I break your arms at the elbow and the wrists. Then, when you recover consciousness, I break your fingers.
There's just one flaw in your plans, Ape-Man.
What's that?
It's broad daylight. I don't think even you would be so stupid as to assault me in a busy thoroughfare.
Of course, this tranquil square at the end of a cul-de-sac.
This is an isolated corner of Paris that hasn't seen street sweepers rush since VE Day. This would be just about the perfect. This would be just about perfect for a mugging. Pardon me, I am about to get very lost. Hey, Shorty. I didn't think much of your trick, little man. I don't know what you're looking for, but you picked on the wrong guy. Maybe you'll spread the word around the sewers. George Stobart is on the case. That's a Stobart, 2 B's and 2 T's. Sounded impressive to me, but the weasel didn't seem to share my enthusiasm. Still, I figured he'd think twice before gunning me down in the street in cold blood.
I do not like your tone.
Oh yeah? And what are you going to do about it?
You do not go away. I will gun you down in cold blood right here in the street, without thinking twice about it.
Fair enough. Oops. Huh. Can I not leave? Am I trapped? I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes, I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
Oh, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out in front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know you're going to do what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
Hotel California, but in Paris. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur. Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no, they didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
Clark is an asshole. I don't know. I don't think they did either. That gangster I told you about, he just now went through my pockets.
Good heavens. One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
I'm sure you'd like that very much. Now what? Oh, okay. One way to do it. Cabinet had no drawers, single door. Bed was several times larger than the narrow cot I'd been given at the place I was staying. Closet was a solid, impressive piece of antique furniture. It was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits. It was the battered leather briefcase. I'd seen Plantard carrying just before he died. I searched the interior of the briefcase, but, as I'd half expected, it was empty. Hmm. There was nothing in the pockets of the pants. Dang. Hey, Wei, what's up? How's it going? The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed. Fuck. It was gone. I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom. Hunting monsters. Nice. I hope your monster hunting is going well. Ah! Did he just kill me? Wait, what? What just happened? I'm so confused. I couldn't believe my luck when I found 2 items in the pockets of the pants. The first was an ordinary match book. No matches, no clues. The second was a pass card which read Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation. Stealth shit like that I hated as a kid, to the point where if I had this game as a kid, I probably wouldn't have beaten it because I would have just quit the game at that point. Well, probably not. That was pretty easy, but still. I really hated that stuff when I was younger. Where'd he go? Now what do I do? Hey, I got in his room. I found this pass in Merlin's room. So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he? Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. Hello again. Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you? Indeed it does. For Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know him? No, I don't. Fuck. I guess we'll talk to the clerk, even though I don't want to. Does this pass mean anything to you? That is Monsieur Merlin's property. That's right, Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe. Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done. You are making a big mistake. Maybe. I can live with that. A murderer, are you sure? Positive. You bitch. Does this matchbook mean anything to you? Non, monsieur. Alright. Time to go show everybody we know. Wait, let's go call the lady. Fuck. Never mind. Worth a try. Let's save. That seemed like a really important part. Okay. Another search. What does the name Merlin mean to you?
Nothing.
Not even if I say it in an evil, criminally insane kind of way? Merlin. Thomas Merlin.
Nothing at all.
Do you recognize the pattern on this material?
What pattern?
Hi, man. Hey, Shorty. You know a guy called Merlin?
No.
What does this key mean to you?
Nothing.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
It's just a matchbook.
Why should I recognize it? Fuck. One of you motherfuckers is lying to me. It's you, isn't it? Let's go back into his room. What else is there? What did I miss? Hmm. Okay. Guess we can't leave that way. We have to go this way. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like there's gotta be something back here, but I have no idea what, because there's nothing to interact with. Huh. I talked to everybody. Oh, didn't I already talk to her about this? Okay. I showed the pass to the clerk hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers. But he wouldn't buy it, he's too scared. I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George. Okay, there we go, there we go. Maybe the songs sound more akin to horror. Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier. Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe? I did, madam. And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification? Indeed he did, but... What's the problem? He isn't Merlin. A mere academic detail, given the package. But that is against the law. I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George. My pleasure, Lady Piermont. One moment, please. You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common. Man, he's got a sassy ass walk. I don't know what I'd have done without you, Lady Piermont. Voila, monsieur, le manuscript to Monsieur Merlin. Thanks. How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked out. The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment. Is that what they're going to steal from me? I feel like it is. Oh, fuck. Is what you're after, Guido. See, that's it. I can explain everything. Well, almost everything. I saved you. Oh, no, they killed me. Jesus. Okay. Okay, I guess I have to leave. Different way. Alright. Gotta talk to you again. There we go. No, I mean... okay. Now I have to leave some other way. No, no, no. Shush. Do I got to jump? Hmm. Oh wait, maybe I need to go call Nico. That might be a good idea. Fuck. Okay. Oh, wait. I have an idea. Let me, I knew this was no way to, oh, shit. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ah! Easy peasy. If I can't drop it, or if I can't jump, then the parchment can jump. Too easy. Idiot. You fell for the oldest trick in the book. I knew there had to be something back here. Couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out. Hey, what's up, babe? Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, George.
You're just not going to believe what I found. Didn't George specifically tell those two guys that they should assail him in the alley, like that alley, rather than out in public? No, he was saying you shouldn't do it out in public, and then he started talking about how we were at a dead end at the end of a cul-de-sac where no one was around, and how he should probably leave instead of harassing them.
Another part of the clown costume, is it?
It's a medieval manuscript. Han left it in the safe at the Ubu. It's incredible.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantard?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Yeah, maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades. They were founded in the Holy Land over 800 years ago. Jerusalem had fallen to the victorious Christian armies following the success of the First Crusade.
You sound just like my history tutor.
Thank you, George. This guy named Hujas de Payan arrived one day at the court of the King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect Christian pilgrims from the discipled Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were.
Where's Waldo?
And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France.
He plays a mutant in the movies. Badger or something like that.
He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subjected to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burned alive, but the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
Wherever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping. Think about it, George. One guy's already died for it, as you said yourself. Besides, that parchment is fragile.
Okay, okay. I'm convinced. You keep hold of it. I didn't want to take a look. Oh, I guess I do. There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod. There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere framed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels.
It's cardboard boxes.
A knight with a crystal ball. There's something written on the skull beside the knight. Scroll.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux fidebis.
I can't pronounce Latin either. By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has three hideous faces.
She reminds me of the Wicked Queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater. "Mommy, mommy," I cried. What a baby.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile and Peter Pan either.
Look there, two guys.
Oh. Okay.
Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest, Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Labanu.
Labanu! Oh, some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Labanu guy?
At the Kroon Museum. I'll give you the address.
You have a boyfriend?
Not anymore. It was someone, a guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
So you're single then? I found this in the killer's room.
Is it a credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of him or the company.
Tell me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather and grandma. They were the best times, warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day he stopped his rolling, put the lid back on his tobacco jar, and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue, a name, or an address. That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir. Chekhov's matchbook. What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and a lot of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking? Badooch. I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. How's your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
Maybe not yet, but I see your paths entwined in the future.
I doubt it. I like to hit it and quit it, as they say. Is this the new place? Cool. Oh shit. Hello? Okay, there we go. Pardon me.
Oui, bonjour.
Are you Labanu?
Oh no, fancy you mistaking me for him. No, I'm the deputy custodian.
But Labanu does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir, not a sausage.
What the That's a new one. Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I'm no scholar, though people often mistake me for one. It's the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes, they're impressed, and they
And they ask you to park their cars?
ask me to pardon. No. They assume I'm an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I'm saying is I'm no scholar. Not like Monsieur Lavenu. Attention, please. Do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kinda stuffy in here?
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhaust?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street, the Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill, and the fat falls on the open flames. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled, and it stinks like a funeral pyre.
Remember when like a bar opening would have enough effect? No, we don't, because we're not 100. But imagine living in a time when one single bar opening would have a noticeable effect on the area's air pollution. It's wacky.
That's why I keep the windows closed.
What year does this game even take place in? I actually don't know if they ever said.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Oh, it's a sarcophagus. If you know what it is, why did you fuck with it, George? Aha. What's this? George, what are you doing, George? In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitched with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured in the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Lochmairn at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland.
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I'll have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited. Oops. As I reached toward the display case, a shrill piping filled the air. I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
Non, monsieur, non et non.
Okay. The totem pole looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum. Ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner painted on the lid. A metal rod attached to the wall was connected to the window. Huh. Case contained the tripod shown in the manuscript. Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous, that is. That tripod, it belonged to John D.
What's the importance of Jaunty's tripod?
He was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century, the Houdini of his time.
Is that like... Is that one of the books they put out alongside Dragonology and Wizardology? Escapology. On this page, you can feel a real rope. Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever he was, that's the tripod he used in his experiments.
Yeah. I meant to talk to you. What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Boom-ch. I didn't mean to do that. Don't like that you move around. It's hard to talk to you. Can I take a closer look at that tripod?
What? Get it out of the case. Ah, none. That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated.
A painfully loud alarm bell.
I don't know why, but that feels like a response Papyrus would give. How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated. It strikes me that
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It's never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
Fuck. What if I beat it with this? What if I wear my... No, fuck. I'm going to use every item on this case until something does something. I'm going to shock it. Can I shock you? Fuck. That was an actual attempt at something. Burn it down. Fuck. Okay. Aha! Now what? Wait, did it just shut again? Motherfucker. Roll to charm the case. Oh shit, I shut it. Like that? Hmm. Fuck. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you shithead. Okay, maybe I need to do something while he's like over there fixing it. Fuck. Hmm. It's definitely part of the puzzle, but I'm not sure what to do with it. Oh. Okay. Maybe I have to leave and come back. Okay, I will. Hmm. What? Oh. I didn't realize that was a thing I can go to. What the fuck? Oh, Ireland. Okay, fair enough. Cool. Well, I'm gonna stop here then. This seems like a whole new thing. I didn't mean to do that. Cool. Well, that was interesting. I'm liking it so far. Cool. I thought I was stuck, but I guess I wasn't. I just didn't realize that I unlocked Ireland. I don't know. I guess I'm doing all right so far. We're not very far into the game, I don't think. Like a fifth of the way through, or something, if that. So yeah, cool, 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 cool.
I'm here.
We now have the basic premise, I guess, which is something to do with the Templar treasure. And I don't know why we want to. I don't know why some random lawyer wants to get on all this shit, but you know, whatever. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Glad you enjoy it. Bam. Okay, is Shumi still streaming? Because if so, we're just gonna raid Shumi. She is cool. All right. Let's see. What am I streaming next week? I forget actually. I think I'm just streaming this, really. And then I think I'm doing a one shot of is it fucking Onimusha Blade Warriors, which I have no idea. I actually don't even know what the fuck that game is, like what kind of game it is. I guess I can look it up now before we raid. Damn. It is a fighting game. Oh, is it like a Tekken type game? Like a 3D fighting game? I think it is. I just bought it because it was fucking cheap. Oh, this looks like ass. That's gonna be fun. Okay. Yeah, it's like a Soul Calibur Tekken. Well, kind of more Soul Calibur, I guess. I don't know. It looks like shit. Anyway, so I'm gonna do a one shot of that. But other than that, it's just gonna be Broken Sword next week. Also watching Silent Voice in the Discord server Monday night. But other than that, yeah. Thanks for coming out. Have a good day, good night, whatever it is for you. I'll set up the raid message after I go to the thanks for coming screen. And I'll see you guys the next stream. Mwah.